Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have ignored this situation for the longest time. In all my videos, I never revealed to you what I do. I'm a healthcare professional. I can no longer ignore this. It's hard not to contribute to the good of everybody who watches my videos. First thing I could say is that these are extraordinary times. I had reservations making this video, but uh, part of the government is saying that if you're in the healthcare business, if you're a blogger, if you can do influence, spread the word about the situation. We are now in the middle of a pandemic, the coronavirus. Now, I'm not going to do the details of what happened earlier on and what is going to translate to up to now. I can tell you this: whatever your government is telling you to do, whether you are in America, Italy, Germany, Thailand, Philippines, follow them. They are for your own good, and I think they are the best source for now on how to deal with this situation. I said extraordinary times because the virus itself is unseen and it's spreading like crazy. One thing is for sure that most of the transmission will be from people to people. It's communicated to you that it's by droplet infection, just like when you're cough or sneezing, or even when I'm talking right now, I'm spreading it. So, accordingly, the Center for Disease Control and World Health Organization has issued the basic guidelines for everyone to follow. They are very good. It make no sense for people who are not affected, or for people it's not in your backyard. It's not affecting you. No one in your family is affected. You don't really care, but you do care. Because sooner or later it will pass you by or it will hit you. Now, first thing is common sense. Clean your hands at least 20 seconds with soap if you've been touching a lot of stuff before you eat or anything. So when you sneeze or when you cough, cover your mouth or your nose. It would be vital if you have a handkerchief, use your handkerchief. If not, do this. No social contact, which is the single most important thing that you could contribute in not to spread the disease. And that means that when you isolate yourself, the chances for you to get infected is almost zero, and the chances for you to infect others is almost zero. Remember that coronaviruses will only attack your respiratory system most of the time, 99% of the time. But if you have symptoms, the form of symptoms would be like fever, 88 or 87% would show that, or dry cough, or general body malaise, or flu-like symptoms, running nose and all that. However, a good portion, like 15%, will be asymptomatic, meaning they won't show any sign, but they're carrying the virus. And if they're carrying it, they're infectious. And just like when you see somebody who's, in perfect good health, and you pass by, and then he sneezed, and you were right behind it, you'll catch a portion of those droplets, and you could also be infected. So social isolation, hand washing, and also Do not touch your hands with your face for some obvious reason that could get your germs from your hands to your face, and that could also be a source of infection. And listen to your government, because they are the ones who are being informed by healthcare professionals, or the medical, or the healthcare, or policymakers, to tell you what to do. And if you have the symptom, do not hesitate. If you think you're infected, do not hesitate to call or show up on a medical professional, and then tell them that, hey, I might have this, and get tested straight away, so that they can backtrack your potential contacts, and also your potential dealings with other people other from your family. And once you have a clear idea of what is going on, stay home. Just stay home. And even at home, practice sensible health, cleanliness. And if you're outside, it will not hurt you if you wear a mask. And especially if you are coughing a bit, but you're not a COVID virus candidate, it is best to protect the other people by covering yourself with the mask. And if you have gloves, the better. And I will cut this short, but rest assured that if something comes up with the investigations, that after all this thing of passing, remember, China was the first country where this virus started from, and that was in December, January, February, March. So almost 4 months. They now have 0 new cases detected in March 21, 22, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3 days in a row. So that means it's passing by. But Italy, who made a humongous mistake of not preparing for this, is suffering badly. And if you are in a country that have a very good health system, Germany, South Korea is a good model of that, because early on, when they had the first disease from a sect or a group, isolated it and disinfected and do all kinds of precautions, travel ban, they now have stabilized the growth of the disease. Here in America, it's still growing. It's kind of hard to manage 230 million people plus. And some states are now in isolation, meaning they have a total lockdown. 40 million people in California are now in a lockdown. So is New York, Connecticut, and Chicago, maybe some other states as well. And it's unprecedented. During SARS, I never felt the danger of dying. The H1 pandemic, I never felt the need to show my support to the whole community. And now I find this disease a little bit different. Aside from being pandemic, there is something sinister about this pandemic. I will reveal to you that later on, but right now it's just a hunch, and I have no proof that this is. I have no proof that this is a military weapons grade virus that got out of hand. Even the cover story is kind of lame. There was no proof that the virus was transmitted from the market that they showed, Wuhan, so animal to people. The first case was detected through people to people, but never mind. Please be careful. Please do the safety thing. If you don't need to go out, please don't go out. And if you want to go out, please protect yourself by distancing. And if you feel ill, just use some masks so you can protect others from getting infected of what you have. And also, one thing I may have to advise you, please do not hoard stuff. I went to about 5 stores. There were no rice. They did not have flour. No toilet paper. For God's sake, this is a virus. We know from the progression of everything, if China no longer has it, we will probably have no, if we are aggressive enough to control this, maybe by June or July everything will be done. So do not hoard anything. We have supplies for everywhere. Whatever you are hoarding, maybe your next door neighbor don't have it because you bought it. That's selfishness. That's no good. Let them live too. Thank you. Be safe, be healthy, and God bless. Thank you very much.